Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am here with a new study video on the chapter Matter Around Us. It is the first chapter of the textbook and also belongs to the chemistry part. And so now let's start with the video. So as we start, the first question that arises to our mind is what is matter? As a simple definition, anything in the universe that occupies space and has weight is called matter. Examples are the air we breathe, books, stones, animals, etc. So now let's go to the characteristics of matter. The first one is the particles of matter has space in between them. So now let's prove that with a simple example that you can do in your own home. First of all, take a small beaker and add water in it and mark the point in the level of water that it has. Then dissolve small amount of salt inside it. After doing that, you may think that the water level will increase after we put salt, but actually that is wrong. The particles of molecules have space between them. Similarly, the water particles also have a bit amount of space in them. When we put only a little amount of salt in it, the salt particles occupy the space between the water particles, and that results the water level not changing. The second characteristic of what matter is that the particles are continuously moving. We can demonstrate that with a simple example. It must be done in a day without any wind. First of all, light up a small fire and stand a bit far away from it. After some time, you can get the smell of the burning wood and also see the smoke coming towards you. This showed us that the particles of smoke are continuously moving and reaching to faraway places without the help of any wind. The third and final characteristic of matter is that the particles of matter have an attraction between them. For example, let's take this pen over here. This pen is made up of tiny particles such as steel, wood, etc. If these particles did not have an attraction between each other, the pen would have been separated into separate particles. This shows that particles have an attraction between each other. So now we are going to discuss the different states of matter. There are three main different states of matter, that are solid, liquid and gas. Here on the screen we can see the particles of the solid state of matter. Now we can see the particles of liquid state of matter. And the third is the particles of the gaseous state of matter. So now let's start with the first, that is the solid state of matter. Solids have a fixed shape, fixed volume, and we cannot compress solids. The maximum force of attraction is there between particles in the solid state. Solids cannot flow. Now let's go to the liquid. Liquid does not have fixed shape, but they have a fixed volume. Less force of attraction between the particles as compared to solids. We cannot compress liquids just like solids, and they have low density compared to solids. Liquids can flow. Now going to the gaseous state. Gases do not have a fixed shape, fixed volume. Gases can be compressed. There is no force of attraction between the particles. It is low in density. They can flow just like fluids. So now let's discuss on a new term called sublimation. You know that there is ice and it converts to water if we keep it in room temperature for some time. And if we heat the water a little bit, it will boil. And also the reverse can happen when we take boiled water and cool it down to make normal water and freeze it to make ice. But sometimes something can happen. The water changes directly from an ice state to a boiling state without even becoming normal water. This is called sublimation. As you know, the water conversion from liquid to gas is called boiling. As you know, when we sweat and the water evaporates away, we feel a cooling effect. Do you know why that happens? This is because when water boils away, it takes up the heat energy from around it. So we feel a cooling effect when the water boils away from our body. Do you know why water droplets form on the bottles or any surfaces which are cold? This is because always tiny particles of water or water vapor are present in the air around you. When you brought in a cool surface, like the surface of this water bottle for an example, the water droplets stick to it and condenses to form normal water. This is what the water droplets you see on top like this. So now I am planning to wind up my video, and I hope that this video will be helpful for you, especially parents and kids who are studying in 9th standard. So I'll be coming back with a new video really soon. So until then, thank you and bye.